Hi, I'm Caroline Batti, and I work at the Hutchison School in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm the Hutchison Leads Director. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my presentation for SAIS, which will be about the growth and expansion of our program called Hutchison Leads, which is a comprehensive leadership program for girls. Thinking about the development of our program, we started with a very simple yet complex question: what would it look like for us to design a comprehensive leadership program for all girls at Hutchison School? I say that it's both simple and complex because we actually do teach leadership all the time. There are lots of ways through student council, through opportunities in the athletic field, through opportunities with theater, the visual arts. In our classrooms, leadership does happen. But the complex part of it is what would happen if you actually could be even more intentional about how leadership was both offered to the community as well as the kinds of programs you could build within the community itself. And then an offshoot is the question, how would your culture change if you could be that intentional about the teaching of leadership? And by culture, I mean for all of us, students, faculty, administrators, parents, and the local Memphis community as well. So in our program development, we started with the 9th grade and thought specifically about how we can structure a program that develops our girls' personal leadership styles. And this gives us an opportunity through a seminar series to actually reach every single girl and work with her closely on setting goals for herself as a leader, as well as assessing how she resolves conflict, how effective her communication skills are, and how she can better use her strength to actually create positive changes in her community. Our 10th grade program is called Leadership Locally for a number of reasons. We move specifically from the personal leadership opportunities the 9th grade students participate in to an opportunity for students to engage with the Memphis community. We know that it's really important for our students to take a wider view of the world. We want them to engage with the challenges and issues that actually face our city. So our program invites in nonprofit administrators to speak directly to our students about the challenges they see regarding poverty, healthcare, homelessness, education reform, all topics that our students are engaged with, not only because they hear from the speakers, but because they use that information to help them design original student projects that are sustainable and impact the community in positive ways. As our students progress from the 10th to the 11th grade, they progress as well within the Hutchison Leads program between leadership locally to leadership globally. And what we built for the 11th grade students is a program called the Global Ambassadors. And this is a program where each month students engage with both speakers as well as seminars, topics, current events, and the issues are driven by challenges that are facing developing countries. And one of the things that we've also added for our students is a focus in the first year on the developmental continuum of women. So we begin in the fall by looking at prenatal health care issues, and then go all the way through to the life cycle of a woman, culminating with an interest in our students in the concept of microfinancing and looking at how the ability for women in developing countries to have access to microfinancing loans does propel them in terms of small businesses to move forward in terms of their economic growth. Also in conjunction with this program, for the first time, we went on a global trip to Peru and actually worked with the Women's Weaving Cooperative there this past summer. So for us as a school, it was our first jumping off point in terms of global service and leadership, and I want to talk specifically about how that trip impacted our community and our culture. In the fall, I'll also talk about our 12th grade program. So within the Hutchison Leads program, we will offer all seniors an opportunity to apply for an internship or a fellowship during their senior year. We've seen extraordinary growth within each of the senior classes that have participated in this program. During the first year, we had 20% of the senior class participate, and currently we have close to 50% of the class participating in an internship or a fellowship. I'd like to talk a little bit about how that experience changes our culture, and also specifically how the fellowship program has really emboldened our students to take ownership over their learning and really becomes a capstone experience that rounds out and is a culminating project for their senior year. As we grow our program within the upper school culture, we've also built out the 8th grade program, which is going to focus particularly on creativity, innovation, and leadership in this upcoming year. We've also worked with the 5th through 7th grade on particular facets of leadership through their advisory program, and I'll say a little bit more about that in the fall during my presentation. The other component about this program that's really important is that we've wanted to connect to the Memphis community. So we do actually offer a number of workshops, seminars, experiences, and opportunities throughout the school year and in the summertime to the Memphis community. So this past year, I think I worked with over 250 girls throughout the Memphis community, and the most recent offering worked with 37 different schools and 56 girls through what's called the Girls Confidence Coalition. So I do also want to say a little bit about how, as an independent school, we are striving to become a private school with a public purpose, and how the leadership offerings that we provide for all of our students are also opportunities for us to provide these leadership opportunities for students outside of the Hutchison community. We do see that there are connections and growth to be made within the Memphis community by improving not only our own students' abilities in terms of their leadership development, but also offering those opportunities to other community members. And lastly, what I'll talk about in the fall is just really our vision for the future. Where is this program headed? How has it challenged us? How has it created great joy for us in our community? How has it changed our community culture? And then where is it headed for us? Throughout the presentation, I want to be candid with you in sharing the challenges and the joys of growing this program. I also want to sketch out our vision for the future and offer some insights about how I think some of these elements could actually be applicable to your school. I look forward to seeing you in the fall.